Applying for jobs or looking for jobs has always been quite an unpleasant experience when it comes to full time and this is it, this is your career. Part of the reason that I decided to move to Japan is that looking at jobs in the UK was really unpleasant because they would always say you needed like 2 years experience or something like that. And with my degree, I thought it's really sad because I don't know why. I don't know why I've made the decisions I did. It's because I didn't. I never chose my degree because I wanted a job. Basically, yeah, that's why. So I would say I don't have any qualifications or skills, even though I do. And for the past few months, I've been out of work and looking for a job again, and it's been really messed up and horrible. And usually I would think, oh, you're not getting it because you're trash, you know. But then I was like, actually, no, I'm not. I'm actually really talented and I deserve this and I can do anything. But it just hasn't worked out. So before, when I would get in contact with people and I would say I'm applying for jobs and they'd ask me more details and I'd say I'm going for this is the job. So what kind of job is it? And I say this is the job title, I'll be doing this, that kind of thing. And then I wouldn't get it. Or the company never gets back to me, and it's become a pattern. So over a month ago, I applied for a job with a company called From Japan, and it was a customer service role. So it was all in English, and I applied with my picture. So I thought, okay, so they know. And then I never got a response. I told my friend all about it, and then I never got a response. And I was like, I wish I shouldn't have talked about it, and I felt really stupid. And I thought I got my hopes up too much because I thought it would be a piece of cake, really. And then was it last week? Last week, suddenly they emailed me and said, "Oh, sorry for the long, sorry for being so late. It was a really long time. Actually, we'd like you to come to an interview. Please choose from these dates." Okay. Actually, it wasn't last week. Sorry. Was it last week? No, it was last week. And then I thought, oh, okay. So I chose some dates, and this is all in Japanese. So even though the job is for English, the correspondence and office is in Japanese. So and I had submitted Japanese resume, and on that resume I had written it's a strange system, but I had written something on it, like a personal statement sort of thing. And when they didn't respond to me, I thought it's wrong. There's something wrong with it. There must be something wrong with it, and I took it off for future applications. But anyway, yeah, they got back to me, and I chose some interview dates, and then they never responded to me again. So the the interviews I chose have passed. There was supposed to be one tomorrow as well, but it's gone. I don't want to contact them because I give up. I already had given up, but I thought, oh, maybe there's a but no, that is kind of ridiculous, right? It just getting your hopes up and then letting them fail. And I guess it wouldn't be so bad if it hadn't happened so many times. So then there was another job that I applied for, which I didn't tell anyone about, which was doing translation, localization for games. And with that, I've applied for a few jobs like that before, and usually they send you a project to translate first, and then you get to the next stage. And usually I've done that, and then I didn't do the next stage for some reason because I felt like it was too difficult and I should have been able to do it quicker, that kind of thing. But in this case, I thought I would actually do it. But in this case, it started with an interview first, which is terrifying, Japanese interview. So I did the interview and I was so happy and proud of myself because, to be honest, I didn't have to talk much, but I understood most of what was said. And when he like suddenly asked me a question, I managed to answer it, even though I wasn't sure of the context. There was like one word there which I didn't understand because maybe I wasn't listening so much at that point. But then I gave the right answer and I was like, oh, thank goodness. And then they gave me a translation project to do, and I did it. But I was really paranoid about it because it didn't make sense. I think I spoke about this before, maybe. And then they said it will take like 7 to 10 days to get back to you, and then they haven't got back to me. And I don't know why they wouldn't at least just say you haven't got it. Like, I'm thinking, was it so bad that they're like, you don't even deserve to be contacted? Like, it can't. I mean, I looked at it again because at first I didn't look at it because I didn't want to just overthink, but I was worried that I made like just really elementary mistakes. And then I looked at it again and I was like, okay, no, this is what it says. So it just made me second guess everything, and it's just maddening. And since those are the last two jobs I applied for, and now okay, on one hand, there hasn't been anything that's come up, but I've just lost the motivation to apply for anything again. I just, I can't do it anymore. I'm just done. I guess I've made my decision about my life. Yeah, I just can't do it anymore. And yeah, as I said, like, I've been discriminated against because of working as an English teacher before, which was I didn't expect. That was unexpected. And I mean, oh, sorry, it crashed for a moment. In the UK, I've had a lot of customer service jobs. Like, everything I did in the UK was customer service. I set up my own business doing customer service, a shopping service, which was like from Japan. I did that by myself. I've previously been very good at just setting up things for myself, but now I can't do stuff like that. So, yeah, I thought I would cry when talking about this because I was just really frustrated where I'm like, I can do anything. Like, you could just put me up for any job and I'll do it. Anything. The only thing I've shied away from in Japan is like customer facing jobs now. Like, if you're at reception or something like that, I won't go for stuff like that because I know they won't want me for something like that. Sometimes you just get tired of seeing people's reaction to you, which sounds really kind of, but yeah, it is something I don't really like. Just people's fear. So I know I can't be the face of the company. But the jobs I was going for was luckily remote. Like, I managed to find so many remote jobs, which was amazing. But yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's gonna work out. I also, for some reason, I wanted to talk about like what I wish I had done. So after my fashion dreams were destroyed, as I've gotten older and I've learned more about the world and stuff, there are other jobs which did appeal to me, but I can't do them now, because of the time it takes to master that craft. So, for example, if I could go back to like being 20 again, I would love to have trained to be like a dermatologist. I find dermatology like fascinating, and this is the kind of job I would actually want to do, but it takes a long time studying because it's like medical. And then another job that would have been a good idea is being a cameraman, and that's something I'd like to do as like side projects, but because I like K-pop so much, I never thought, oh, you could be K-pop cameraman. Like, yeah. So those are two of the jobs which I was like, oh, I wish if I could go back in time, I wish I could do that. Yeah. Yeah, this video didn't turn out as unpleasant as I thought it would be, because I thought I was just gonna cry and be angry. But the reason I'm recording it now with no makeup or anything is because I've just been seething. I've been sitting here and just getting angry. Like, why can't they respond? Like, I haven't received enough rejections. I've just been ghosted so much. It's like, come on, at least reject me. Like, at least have the respect to reject me.